Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
What's going on, everyone? It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. Welcome to the Friday night live stream, guys. May 9th, 2025. And it is literally a hot box without having a 420 holiday over here for Wingstop right now. It's about 91 degrees. So I've got my fans going here. We're going to see how long I can last with this here as well, too. So shout outs to all of you guys. We'll give everybody time to light up the chat as it's already happening here right now. Give me that thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me okay and see me okay. We'll definitely do a review shortly here. I've got something to show you naturally. And then we'll finish out the evening together here for about an hour or so. But yeah, guys, it is murderously hot these last couple of days. Managed to get my car washed, which I'm thankful for today, earlier this morning. So I'm thankful for that. So ready for the weekend. And it is on and popping with content for you guys, stuff to look forward to. Let's see here. Let me shoot to the very top of the chat. And before we get into this here, we've got Alex Web 98. What's crack-a-lackin'? Sticker collecting's in the house. We've got Carl Broussard, Leonardo. What's going on? Randy Molina. We've got Doug. Crap, what's going on? Michael Domeyer's in the house as well. Shout outs to you, my friend. Let's see here. Randy Molina. I think we said that. Did we say that? I think we said that. Well, I'm saying it now. There we go. Randy, what's going on? Shout outs to you there. Let's see. We have got Drew's Food Reviews. It's time for the Bang and Lovely situation. You already know what it is. You already know. Let's see here. Carlos Cardenas, what's going on there? Matt Dummett's in the house. Alex finally got his hands on all the pickle goodness over at Popeyes, which I actually just had their big box, that $6 or $6.99 for us here the other night. Actually, it was pretty good, pretty good. I remember reviewing that way back in the day. Let's see here. Larry Nguyen's in the house. What's going on? Let's see. Going down, going down, going down. Wait, it's so crispy right now. It's kind of hard to stay frosty. I may have to go get a Frosty after tonight's show. That actually sounds good at Wendy's. This is going to keep me thinner than I need to be right now with this weather. Foodie86, what's crack-a-lackin'? Thanks so much for jumping on. Great to see everybody here. And Drew, yes, you already know it's a heated situation here right now, and summer is unofficially here, my friend. You already know what it's like for sure there. Let's see here. Of course, Larry, I've tried the tacos at BK. I reviewed those way back in the day. Very similar to the Jack in the Box ones. Absolutely. I had a lot of fun checking those out too. Very, very cool. Brian Rock, what's going on? Rail fan. Shouting out to all the peeps here in the chat. Great to see you on here, my friend. Dante Reed, what is up? Awesome to see everybody here in the chat. Let's see. Chewy Lore, what's going on? Happy Mother's Day. Yes, to all the mothers and all the mother... I don't want to say mother effers out there. That's just like wrong. But happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and the would-be moms as well. And all the other ones that are out there as well too. We'll leave it at that. I'm in a weird mood tonight. I don't know. It's just been a long day and a long week for me right now. But great to see you on here, Chua. Thanks so much for jumping on. Kevlar Woodvest, what's crack-a-lackin'? You already know what time it is. Yes, yes, yes. A-Wolf, what's going on? Spooky season in effect very, very soon. As soon as I start seeing an inkling of anything trickling into the stores, I will be doing something here on the channel for it. Getting it ready as early as possible here. I've been doing a little retweeting on X, actually, if that's what they call it now. I think it's 175 days, I think, to Halloween. Something like that. And I believe today was is it 40 or 45th? I can't remember what the number is there, but when the original Friday the 13th came out, actually it's an anniversary day for when that was released there as well too. So shout outs to Noelle, my sister, what's crack-a-lackin', mi familia. You already know what it is. Great to see you on here, big sis. And yeah, it is in there. So guys, welcome to the Friday night live stream. Should you guys wish to contribute to the channel just to get all that stuff out of the way, you'll find a multitude of ways to do that before we even get started there. So down below, you'll find the directions. You can do it here, super chatting as well. Just know that you guys will be highlighted as well as down below in the description and down over there as well too. So consider subscribing to the channel just so you know, so that way we can get the keep everything moving along. We're right up on 44,700, I believe. We're right up on that so far. We're making our way there as well. So shout outs to all of you guys. So if you guys value good content, you love good content, definitely light up the chat here with all that good stuff there. I'm definitely bringing it to you every single week, multiple times. There's going to be a lot of stuff coming out this coming week as well too, and then of course over the weekend. I haven't even decided if this is the replays that's going to be out either on Sunday or Monday. So at the very least, you'll see this on Sunday, but I have a feeling it's probably going to be pushed to Monday, to be honest, because there's something else that I have planned that I want to do, that I've been meaning to do, that I've been sitting on, and I figured, you know what, I have a little bit of time tomorrow. Let me just knock this out quick, and I can put that together for you in between everything else that's going on as well. So lots of stuff to look forward to as well too there. S. Selig, 2006, jumping in already. Shout out to you there. I appreciate you as well too. Thanks so much, my friend, there, with all the kind words as well. Thank you for all you do. I appreciate you. Things are getting very tough for your boy here in Southern Cali right now, and I have to kind of really do what I have to do here to keep moving things forward. So I appreciate you, Sean, my brother from another mother right over there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Of course, you're down below there naturally. Hopefully trying to find a way to reorient some of the stuff that I have here. I'm going to try and do a different format in the very near future as well. To get rid of some of the, I guess there's a lot of stuff down below me here. I mean, you guys all know this stuff here. So I'm going to see about maybe widening things out and changing, making things smaller. So you have a little bit more of me on the screen, and we can kind of maybe move the chatting stuff around here. We'll figure something out. I don't know. Maybe I'll do another poll or something on my my channel so we can kind of check to see what you guys would like to see in the live streams, and then we'll see what goes from there. So good times across the board, but I appreciate you. Sean, let me jump over here and give that thumbs up. I know my boy has been doing it big also there. If you guys are, obviously, take a look at the link down below. Sean's Selig Crystals. He's been doing it up big on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, everywhere that you can imagine there. He's got some crazy stuff always there in terms of bracelets and stones, natural goodness there. Stuff we've talked about before. You'll find the link down below in my description. Definitely light him up over there on all social media. Let him know that I sent you on over there, because naturally he's watching right now. So it's all good. But yes, great to see everybody on here right now. And yes, we'll see. Larry, we'll see about those bird dogs. I've seen those for a couple of weeks now actually here, but my schedule is just all over the place. So we'll see about what's going to be with Wiener Schnitzel in the near future here. I can probably see about squeezing out maybe one of those. We'll see what we can do in there as well. You guys have seen the GTA 6 trailer too, I'm sure. There is their Foodie 86. Of course I've seen it. I've watched it a bunch of times, and obviously the excitement is already there. I was already ready for a new GTA like years ago, to be honest. GTA 5 has been so played out by now. It's an amazing game, don't get me wrong. I didn't get into all like the heist packs and all those things as well too there. Once I kind of finished the main game, I kind of dabbled here and there. But then since I had it on 360, I migrated over to Xbox One and never looked back. And they've remastered that game so many times over the years that I just haven't felt the need to rebuy it and do it again. But with GTA 6 being pushed until next May, that's going to be probably that's a guaranteed purchase, I would assume, for every single owner of any game system that it's going to be running on. And naturally, it'll be on PS5, of course, on all that latest hardware for for PlayStation and Xbox. And whatever else may be out by that time, we'll see what happens. But I'm excited for that. That trailer just looks amazing. Super close to photorealism for a lot of stuff. If you guys are watching all the tech videos with all the reflections, the ray tracing, there's so many Easter eggs in virtually every screen with things. It looks like it's money well spent. So I can't wait to see. There's billions of dollars put into that franchise, and they're obviously laying the groundwork for like a huge amount of future add-ons and things they can attach to it to keep the world growing. But I think it's like 3 or 4 times the size of all of them put together. So they've made just a whole sandbox of Vice City like on a whole brand new level, and I can't wait. I can't wait for that. They're super excited. Very, very super excited there. Jack Easy, what's going on? Watching the Dodgers game. Nice, 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 nice. Very cool. And yes, Dante, I've known about Krispy Kreme coming to McDonald's, Mickey D's. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens. Sticker had Taco Bell for dinner. Excelente. Very nice, very nice. And let's see, moving on down as we go. Jack Easy, Joey's World Tour is tired of driving around picking up food for review. Not worth it. Well, I haven't seen anything new from Joey in a long time. I hope he's doing okay, but it is absolutely, definitely, it's expensive doing this stuff online for reviews now. It really is. It's getting out of control. So You're going to be seeing probably a lot of creators and a lot of different people trying to do whatever they can to raise extra funds for those things there. So kind of like the writing has been on the wall for people who've been doing it for so many years. I guess we're hoping that the audiences kind of can see that value and naturally kind of help out and do what they can as well too, if possible there. But I know it's getting pretty tough. I've talked to a few people. I'm not going to name any names here publicly, but it's getting very hard to do this stuff daily, especially with the amount of things that may be coming out at one time and the cost for them. So it's a struggle right now. It really is, guys. It really is. SL, like that, if they have to patch it at launch a bunch of times, I'm going to give up on video games for good. You know it's going to be the day one patch, Sean. I mean, they do that all the time. It's always like whenever a brand new game, whenever anything AAA launches, there's a day one patch immediately because they have to meet the deadline to do what they need to do. And I think we're probably going to see a lot of busted servers. We're going to see a lot of things in the very beginning because everyone's going to be slamming everything to buy it. It's probably going to be the first $100 game that people are not even going to bat an eyelash for to pay for. Because you know it's going to be at least that. So yeah, trust me, Sean, I feel you with that. I feel you with that. So yes. Michael Lambert, thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you sharing the stream and for your support, my friend. Thank you. And I'm glad you guys are digging the shirt. I just watched episode 9 of Andor season 2. If you guys are not watching that, you guys are missing out on a beautiful series. That thing is just like pinnacle Star Wars. It's real. It really feels like it's not like Disney Star Wars, so to speak. It's a very adult, well done connection to Rogue One, so to speak. They're moving into it because this is the final season. So there's 3 episodes left, I believe. So 10, 11, 12. But man, that last episode was awesome. The last episode was awesome. Krabby Granny, what's crack-a-lackin'? Hello. James Morrison, what fast food chain has increased their price the most? Wow. Probably Carl's Jr. Carl's Jr. was always kind of pricey, but now it's even more into the double digits for most things, honestly. Mickey D's is stretching in there as well, too, there. They have brought back the 99-cent coffees, which I'm thankful for. Oh, for some reason, I keep logging out, logging in, trying to refresh it. Now it's not there for me. So I'm trying to, get those going because I need my fix of caffeine, and I really like those as well. A buddy of mine, who shall remain nameless, endorsement, had me pick up a Dunka-Latte at Dunkin' and use some of the credit that I had saved up on there. I've actually had a bunch of things that have been kind of slowly depleting over time to try the Dunka-Latte because he's like, you got to give this a try because it's just like the most amazing thing ever. It tastes like a melted milkshake because it's so creamy and rich. So I'm like, all right, I'll make sure I've got one of my little tablets just in case for lactose there. I'll give it a try. And it was way too sweet. I mean, it's delicious. Don't get me wrong, but I got a large, I think it was a large. I think it was a large. I got a medium. Yeah, it was a medium because it was like 6 and change for a medium, which was stupid, right? I mean, I don't know why I did that. Looking at that, I could have gotten a regular coffee version of it and been fine. But I got that and I had literally almost maybe a quarter to half of it. And I was like, I'm done. I'm definitely done. So yeah, I wish I used that for something different, maybe some cold brew. It is what it is, but it is delicious. It's fine, but it's just super rich. I'm not into super rich like that. I couldn't do it. But yeah, it's worth checking out if you like that type of stuff. You'll dig that. Shawnee Mac, don't just take tax deductions. Yes, I know. Well, that too. Believe me, I'm watching everything. My mileage, I keep track of stuff as I'm doing reviews and stuff like that too there. So Danielito, yes, I'm glad you're digging my shirt. This was actually when Star Wars first came out, believe it or not, in 2015 with episode 7. I still have these. So I just definitely take care of my stuff, that's for sure. Sean, I'm going to bust my head. PS5 Pro has been touched twice. What? There's been nothing going on with that one too. I know. I think they kind of released that a little prematurely, Sean. I know. For what it is, I think for the cost of it, they could have done maybe a little bit more. A little bit more. Drew, if you use that senior discount, you'll save big bucks. Drew, you got to float some places my ways and places that you're saving some money because I need to know. Because I need to know. GTA 6 Stepford for County for County 17. We'll be 30 when GTA 6 is released. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I will be well into my 52nd year when that happens there. Shawnee Mac, food reviewers save receipts and write-offs as business expenses. Of course, you have to do that. It's a good thing actually virtually everything is in an app now, so maybe I'll actually see that very easy. The receipts that I actually get, I typically write notes on for things that I'm doing research on as well too there, so the ways to make that work. Let's see. Danielito, I'm on a diet. My goal is to get to 2XL. Nice, nice, nice. Everything, just keep it moving there. As long as you've got that, the eye on the prize right there and you're working towards it, everything will work out. Trust me, you'll be all right there. But a little bit, just try not to go so fast. Naturally make it work for you and to get comfortable as you're getting into your new lifestyle, your new habit. But congratulations to you. That's awesome. Keep that goal going. It's Tolly. What's crack-a-lackin'? You already know. You already know. Let's see. Jeff's come. Thanks so much. I have the same shirt. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Good times, guys. Good times. Let me see. Let me shoot on down. Carlos got the food mission, McDonald's, and trying the new McCrispy strips. Very nice. I like those. They're good. They're thinner than the original ones, but they're not as coated as the original ones, if I can put it that way. I like a lot of the reviews I've done. If you take a look at the McDonald's playlist on my channel, I've done, I think it was the sweet hot honey or the sweet honey barbecue. There's a few, a buttermilk one I think I did. There's a few versions of that have been pretty solid with that as well too. So I like the new versions. They definitely have a lot more meat on them, at least for being as thin as they are. But not bad. Definitely not bad, for what they are there. So guys, real quick, just to break down this past week, lots of goodies there. I know that we probably left off with the Church's Texas Chicken Hot Honey goodness from last week there. Burger King with the frozen strawberry and nerds, which was really a pretty colorful situation. My intention on that one was to go in on the blueberry, but they actually didn't have that, even though it was available to order in the app. When I got in there, I'm like, I don't see the color here. And she's like, yeah, we don't have it. We just have the strawberry. I'm like, well, strawberry it is. And that was the review that came out quickly, which incidentally you guys are probably checking out on TikTok and Instagram as well. Make sure you guys are following me, especially on TikTok there. You're going to see some things you won't normally see in general, or you may see different versions of them over there as well too. So some stuff to look forward to. Wink, 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 hint, hint for you. Del Taco's $7 Mex Faves L Big Box review. I thought about just starting off with the $5, but part of me was like, okay, I'm just going to go for what I think is going to be the best value out of the three. And then after the experience I had with that, which actually was a lot of fun to check out, I ended up going back to do the others that we're going to talk about in just a second. But I got to say, guys, Del Taco, they have some pretty awesome fresh fast food action. I mean, they really do it pretty nicely there. And that was the fun box to check out. Little Caesars, the Mountain Dew Mango Rush situation coming out as part of a promo. The can by itself, $2.39, or you can get it with some the bacon goodness, or the I should say the Crazy Puffs, the bacon, the four cheese is what I did, or the pepperoni for $4.99. So I'm like, I'm doing the $4.99 deal, and that was definitely a lot of fun. Which I guess we've got some collector cans to go with here. So take a look at that action right there. I am totally digging the fact that the can is pretty cool, and there's Little Caesar right there too, and obviously exclusive to that. And being that I have the other, I don't know, these may be worth money one day, who knows. The Pepsi pineapple version as well. So apparently they've got a hat that's available for the promotion, just like they did with the pineapple one, which I actually wore in the review, I believe I did for this one. But I wasn't able to get the one for this here. But Mango Rush, if you want to take a look at my thoughts on this one, let me just put it to you this way. I love the art on the can. The overall flavor was probably, I wouldn't say it's right up there with the can in terms of the overall flavor, but let's just say I'm more excited about the can. But you can check out the review and you can see my full detailed thoughts on what I thought this actually tasted like. But it was fun to check out at the very least there. And then naturally, yesterday, we've had the $5 Classico L Big Box, which actually Del Taco retweeted out, or they put that out on Instagram, which I replied back to them. I appreciated that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Del Taco, if you're watching. Lots of good times with that. And then naturally tomorrow, of course, if you do process of elimination, I've got the $9 version of the L Big Box coming your way. So you've got some stuff to look forward to there. And let's just say that was a very hefty situation for what you're going to see for that. So if you guys are interested, and if you want to see me do the Lux combos, because I never got around to doing those when they first launched those, drop me some comments. Maybe I'll put a poll out over the weekend, and we'll see. I think they have the same three options. I think it's 5, 7, and 9, but I think it's like $1 or so more, give or take. I may have to go check those out. But it was a lot of fun to check out these box meals and taste the goodies for sure there with that. So we'll have to see how that goes. Let's see. Yes, I remember A Time to Kill, a way back. I can't remember when that movie came out, Alex, but it was actually very well acted. Matthew McConaughey as a lawyer of any type is always pretty awesome. I mean, he's a great actor, obviously. So I do like watching those two in anything that they're in, of course, for sure. Mitch website. Let's peep out some food, cool food. Coming your way, coming your way. And Drew, Ian is a nerd. That's why you guys love me. I know, because I'm always showing all the toys, and we do the snacks, and we do all that fun stuff. So yeah, I guess I can. That's what it is. Del Taco knows what's up. Yes, they do. Big Dumb Media Club, what's going on? Let's see. Jeremy, are you allowed to say Del Taco? It sounds like cultural appropriation. Yes, I absolutely. People need to calm down. People need to calm down. Just be good to each other. Everyone's got weird stuff to them. Every race, ethnicity, whatever it may be, we all have our idiosyncrasies here and there. But as long as we're just good to each other, we all bleed the same color. We're all human beings. Let's all treat each other, the same way. We're all good. We should all be good to each other. Winco, what's going on? Do you remember a time when they found a finger in the chili at Wendy's? No, I don't remember that, but I don't doubt it. I've heard all kinds of horror stories of like rat things like found in food, or people who think certain things that are fried chicken looks like little limbs of like other animals, stuff like that too there. I don't know. That's it's kind of scary. And Dom, yes, I'm waiting on the snack wraps as well, man. I'm super excited for that once it does make its return with the new stuff, which I got to tell you guys what I'm looking forward to after the stream tonight. I've been fiending for a Coke Zero. I've got a bunch of them that are in my fridge right now, so I can't wait to crack a can of those and just kind of relax and catch up on some shows later as well. Most of my content is ready to roll, so I can kind of relax just a little bit. But I'm excited for that. Drew, flavor was meh. Talking about the a certain Little Caesars exclusive, possibly. Let me see. Let me shoot on down here. Jose L, what is crack-a-lack in there? Man himself, hope you're having a good week, mate. Trying to, my friend, trying to. With the heat being as crazy as it is right now, we have a hot, heated weekend coming up as well. And yes, Alex, Time to Kill back in 96. It was at least the 90s, I know that. I was like way back when, for sure. Let's see here. Coke Zero is a tasty treat, says Lang Largoons. Absolutely, I agree. You already know what it is. And Larry, we talked about the differences there. Basically, it's mostly the breading, and I guess the way the cut of the meat is as well. They tend to be a little bit longer, a little thinner, and not nearly as coated, but they're still pretty tasty. Good stuff. So, guys, great to see all of you guys on here tonight. Again, I wanted to wish everybody a very happy Mother's Day, all the moms to be, and all the current moms naturally. And if you have a mom, actually, and you can definitely tell her that you love her, and have a very amazing weekend. Make sure you do that as well. This is the first Mother's Day that I'm going to be. It's going to feel a little different for me, but naturally I have my godmother, and I definitely have a family and stuff like that as well too. So it's going to be one of those things as well. So hopefully you guys are going to be doing something nice for moms, whether it's something that you're going to help out with around the house, something you're going to bring to her, somewhere you're going to take her. But just make sure you make those memories and you do those things, because they are very important as well. So very important to do that there as well too. So lots of stuff to look forward to with that. And I gotta say, guys, it really is just a matter of just recognizing the fact that moms have been there since day one. They're always your biggest fan, technically 9 times out of 10. So yes, it's gonna be a nice weekend in general. So heated here in Southern California, but at the same time, it's definitely gonna be a beautiful weekend for everybody as well too that way. And as for the review here coming up in just a few minutes there, we'll take a look, and I'm very excited to kind of try what's going to be here. Naturally, with my lights on that I have around me here, and I've got my fans going, I'm just trying to stay cool right now, because that's my main thing. This is a little precursor to let me know how it's going to be for the weekend, or much less the summer, I should say as well too there. So we'll have to see what's going to happen there as well on top of that. So let me see here before we move on. Let's see. Carlos, would you do a challenge of only eating fast food restaurants that begins with the letter W? Basically Wendy's, Waffle House, Walmart, Wingstop, and more. That's interesting. That would be something to consider right there. I guess looking at the types of, I guess going down, I'd probably want to start alphabetically if I ever were to do something like that. But how many and for how long is the question? Because you see a lot of these things that say like, you know, eating at so and so for 24 hours, or eating at so and so for like overnight, or some of these things there as well. It'd have to be something like it's something that you can do like in like a day or two maybe, because I mean it's a lot of letters. That's a lot of videos. That would definitely be probably a crowd fund of some type to do that, because with the cost of everything, yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see about that. And then Jeremy, okay, I don't want to step on any toes when I tell people I went there on your suggestion. No worries, no worries. Del Taco is it's a great spot. It really is. I mean, they actually were picked up by Jack in the Box. They merged together. But they definitely do it right when it comes to their stuff there. Their food is fresh, it's made awesome, and it is really tasty. Really, really tasty, for sure. Let's see here, slipping on down. James, let's see. You should start making videos about how to make fast food orders as cheap as possible by using the app's promos, using exclusive deals, using points. Could be a new series for you. James, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. But you know what? These things change so much, and the apps change so much. And also, the apps here in Southern California are not the same deals as they are in other states. Because I know I have some other friends in other places, and I asked them how much is yours there, and this is how much it is here. It would be a little bit of a skewed thing. So technically, I'd have to probably, you know, frame that as in, if you live in Southern California, this is what that would be there, which would probably just negate everything, you know, from that point. So everyone should know. I mean, you definitely got to use the apps to find deals these days. I mean, you just got to do it, because it's usually not on the new things right away. It's usually like, you know, you get a combination of some of their regular menu items and they just lower them or that type of thing. Like in my case, the iced coffees, which I'm always a fan of. But you don't usually see that on the new stuff there. And I'm always reviewing all the new products as it comes out. And once I'm made aware of it, or if I do it ahead of time, you know, as well too. I don't know. We'll have to see. Let's see. Cooking videos. I need some new ideas, says Krabby Granny right there. I definitely would have to clean up my kitchen a bit before I do anything along those lines, for sure. So, oh yeah, A-Wolf right there. Coupons no longer include $5 meal deals, value items, evidently. Yeah, they really they've softened up the apps for a lot of places here in Southern Cali. So I mean, Jack in the Box has some pretty good deals, but they're usually on the things that you usually don't have as many of in other states. So that's the only problem with that. So yes. All right, Drew, you're not using your AARP card. Shame on you. I can't bring myself to use it. I can't bring myself to do it. There's a lot of good deals on there, you know, as you keep trying to tell me, Drew, but that is very true. I just don't. I just don't. So, but yes, there is actually, all kidding aside though, Drew, there are a lot of good deals on that too. So that may be something to look into there, because naturally, I mean, I'm looking to try and save whatever I can, you know, when you're living and you're trying to do what you can and trying to put out and just keep things moving and stuff like that. You know, things should get a lot easier as you get further along, not harder. But now it seems like everything is steamrolling forward so much faster that everything is not catching up. So wages and things that you may be making off content, things that you may be making off other things that you may do outside of whatever you're into. In this case, if it's YouTube, it's something that you're doing outside. It's not keeping up with it. So that's the thing there. It's really getting to that point where, you know, it's we're looking for that relief, you know, in that way. So we'll see, you know, we'll see what happens here, if anything. So guys, I think it is time for me to go grab what I got to do for you, and then we'll get into it here. And you know, naturally, right after the review, we'll take a look at something which should be familiar to you from last week that I may have mentioned, and we'll go from there. And Drew, yes, you eventually run out of blood and body parts to sell for Carl's Jr. bills. It's true. People have to start giving plasma pretty soon, because it's just getting out of control. It's really getting out of control. So it's very true, Drew. It's very true. All right, so guys, if you want to go grab something to drink, something refreshing, hopefully you're in an area or your place is nice and cool, because I wish mine was a little bit cooler. I'm kind of shiny right over here, just a little bit, even with my fans going here. So do what you got to do, and I'll be back in just a minute or so, and then we'll get this review going, and then we'll continue on with the stream. So I'll be back in just a sec. Hang tight. Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
All right, we are back. Let everything reset in just a second here, and it'll be lit up in just a minute or two. Great to see everybody here. We are back. Excellent. There we go. All right. So, guys, anyway, we kind of talked about this last week, and I was like, you know what? Something that I saw, and I was like, I have to swing on back and see if they actually had more of these. And ironically, there was a sale going on. So I was like, okay, I got to do this here. And I'm definitely going to have to probably stock up on a few things there. So because of the sale that I was able to take advantage of, I actually have something a little extra I'm going to do right after I do this review, because I figured, why not? This will be a lot of fun to do, even though the main review is going to be the thumbnail that you clicked on, which I probably should have mentioned at the very beginning. You can always jump down to the chapters down below on the replay and go right to these things naturally there. So technically, you're going to see a couple of reviews. So we'll start off with one, and then we'll kind of go from there. And this was actually something that I remember trying a while back that I saw that was available, and I was like, okay, we're going to give this a shot right when I saw this. And I was like, okay, even though it says the perfect pairing is with Mountain Dew, which I don't have right now, we're just going to do it anyway. So by itself, let's get into a little guacamole Doritos, because why not? And to see if these are going to taste exactly like I remember from way back. Very curious to see how this is going to go here. So basically described as enjoying the zesty bite of Doritos chips with a refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew for a bold summer pairing. Unfortunately, I'm not doing that. We're just going to do just the chips by themselves. But guacamole action, it was either buy one bag for $5.49, which is crazy because it rings up as $6.29 initially, which is stupid, right? Because we all know this is air. Or if you buy three, they're $1.99 each. So for $6, $5.98, I guess, and change, I was able to get 3 bags. So I picked up this. I picked up a regular Cool Ranch Doritos because that's one of my favorites there. And then the other one you're going to see right after I do this. So it's actually part of the Fritos brand, so the Frito-Lay's brand. So you'll be able to kind of see what that's going to be. But how could I not do the guac, right? Just to kind of give some action with this here. Why not? Let's just give it a go. And let's see, I'm going to smell this before I show it to you. It smells like corn chips. I'm not really smelling anything else. But as you can see, look at all the air in the bag, guys. This is exactly, how many ounces? I can see here, 9 ounces. So 9 ounces of chips, guacamole action. And as you can see, they're supposed to be seasoned up like that. So these can't be bad. So I guess if you don't want to spend extra on guac when you're at the store, you can just get these, so to speak, and kind of get the essence of it. I don't know. I'm not really smelling anything there, but it looks like it's kind of sprayed green. You see that? It looks like it's got some type of greenish tint to it right there. Actually, you can see a little bit more on this side. Look at that. So it's got a little bit of that action here. But let's give this a shot, guys. It's been a minute since I've had these, a long, long time ago. Doritos, the guacamole version. And hey, you know what? For $1.99, I'll bite. Literally. Let's peep this out. Hold on. At first, I was getting like a sour cream vibe. Some seasoning. I don't remember it being like this. It's different. But it's sprayed nicely. Okay. The more you get into it, because I'm kind of salivating because of the saltiness of it, it's beginning to give me that creamy vibe. Like it could be guac. It could be playing with my my mind just a little bit here, but I mean, it's a good chip. I don't know about guacamole though. I'm getting more of a sour cream vibe. It's trying to simulate that creamy, smooth richness that you would get from it. But I know it's my focus needs focus, obviously. But I like the way these look because they have like a dull green spray of something on this. Well, it's blue number 1, lake, and yellow number 5. So it's obviously coated. It's the coloring, but Yeah, it's got garlic powder, cream, spices, sour cream, cultured cream, skim milk, tomato powder, jalapeno peppers. Yeah, I'm not getting, there's no avo obviously in this of any type here, according to what I'm seeing, but it's got the essence, so it's not horrible. Calling it guacamole is a bit of a stretch, though, I have to admit. But it's a tasty chip. The spray is pretty good on it. And again, it's that Doritos vibe. I mean, there's something about the Doritos chips that you know when you bite into one of these, you know exactly the type of chip that you're getting. I like it. But it's the sour cream thing that's killing it for me. Because I like that. I'm trying to get guacamole out of it, but it's kind of killing that. But on its own, if I were to try this and not be told what type of chip it is, I wouldn't, there's no way I would guess guacamole. I would say like a little bit of a light spicy sour cream type of thing with some seasoning, and the saltiness is on point. So it's not bad. It's just not guacamole. So artificially flavored, there you go. I think that's the thing. Look how big the letters are for it. So it's not really in there. I'm glad I didn't spend $5.49 for this just by itself, because I needed to obviously get the value, the more bang for the buck. Would I buy this again for $2 a bag? Yes, I would. Absolutely there. But again, guacamole, no. So if you guys have had these, drop some comments down below. First and foremost, let me know when you had them. I believe this hasn't been out for a bunch of years there, apparently, way back in the day. But what did you think of this particular one? Was it something that kind of reminded you of guacamole? Is this like one of your all-time favorite chips that you remember? Does it taste the same to you? Drop some comments down below and let me know, and we'll go for one more quickie chip on this, and then we'll wrap this portion of the review naturally with the rating coming up next before we get into the other one that I've got here, so hang tight. It's okay. It will get eaten. I guarantee you that. I like the bag. Marketing's cool, but definitely not guacamole. There is no avo of any type in this anyway, so artificially flavored, that should tell you right there. Scale of 1 to 10. Let's do my birth year. We'll do a 7.3 on this one, or a 73 for what it is. So it's okay. It's a tasty chip. Guacamole, I am not really feeling that. So I like it. It's just not what it's supposed to be as far as I'm concerned. But it's not bad. And for $2, it's even better for that. I think if that was just regular price, it'd probably be rated just a little bit lower for sure. Big Dummy Club, it's so clutch when the saltiness level is on point. Yes, it is. Absolutely. It would be even better if it tasted like it's advertising itself to be, which in this case is guacamole. Maybe a little bit of avo or something that's in there as well, too. So, all right. Round 2. As my voice cracks, because I'm like a 13-year-old dude right now. This is something that I believe was only available in Canada for a while, and I think I did a version of this of Pringles not that long ago, but let's just get right into this. Lay's All Dressed. So we got a little sweet, a little tangy that's in there. We got savory. So take a look at this here. All the best in one bite, Lay's flavors. So it's a little bit of everything together in one. Now available here in the States actually here. So this has been out for just a little bit. So whenever they run these promos, it's kind of cool. Because you can stock up on some of these things, and considering the price points of them, that would be the time to do it. So we'll see. Drew says these are the bomb. Let's see here. Oh, wow. That is pretty pungent, boy. Ooh, that's a little bit of everything. I'm smelling like vinegar, ketchup, it smells like. Wow. Yeah, that's no joke. All right, wow. Here's a nice one to start off with. Take a look at this action right here. That is coated pretty beautifully with the goodness here. So a combination of sweet, tangy, savory, all dressed. Taste all your favorite Lay's flavors. Savory, like sour cream and onion. Tangy, like salt and vinegar. And Lay's barbecue for sweet. Nobody does flavors like Lay's. That's not me saying it. Technically, I'm saying it, but that's them. What they're professing right over there on the bottom. Nobody does flavors like Lay's. So let's give this a shot. The Lay's All Dressed. This literally is. This is like everything all in one. Here we go. Let's peep this out. Yeah. Salt, the vinegar, barbecue. Absolutely. Yeah, that's a pretty good chip, Drew. That is a pretty good chip. Mmm. Wow. That is pretty nice. Salt and vinegar. I don't know about the sour cream and onion right away, but that salt and vinegar stands out strong. And the barbecue. Mmm. A Canadian favorite flavor. Right there. That is pretty cool. So, yeah, this is an easy one, guys. Let me do one more on this one. Let me find a good one here. A lot of them are busted. I don't know why. I like pulled all these aisles of crust to try and get one from the middle that hasn't been manhandled by people. And a lot of these are small. Okay, here we go. That's not bad. All right. Pretty nice, guys. I know it's just a kind of a blurry chip on your screen here right now, but do me a favor on this one. Is this your favorite flavor of Lay's? Because for the indecisive folks in the audience right now, this is obviously the situation with that. And yes, Drew, I guess the Canadians, do they do it right? They do, because you're mixing them all together. It's like when I'm taking different flavor Pringles that I review at one time, and then we make little sandwiches with them. You're getting that all with the seasoning put together for the all dressed action here. So that's not a bad situation, guys. Really isn't. And considering the price point of $2, this is 7 3/4 ounces, and this feels a little bit more substantial, believe it or not, than the guacamole here. So I like these. These are pretty good. So drop some comments down below. Let me know if this is your favorite flavor of Lay's, which individually is probably your all-time favorite, and can you actually taste it when you get into this one here? Because for me, sour cream is a little on the weaker side. It's more of the salt and vinegar, and then the barbecue you can try and get. So drop some comments on the video. Let me know what your favorite flavor is. We'll go for one more, and then we'll naturally wrap up this part of the review with the rating. But I like these guys. These are very tasty. And just like the Doritos Guacamole, regardless, these will get eaten. I promise you that. So let's finish this one out. Hang on. Yeah, this is good. 9 out of 10 by far. If the sour cream was a little bit stronger, I think I'd like it that much more, because I like sour cream. I actually got more of a sour cream situation with the guacamole, which actually, because I know you're probably going to ask me to do it, let me grab a Dorito, and we'll make this a true all-dressed situation, shall we? We'll put together in one. So let's see which is actually going to stand out between the all-dressed Doritos Guacamole. Let's peep this out. Yeah, that works. There's the sour cream. There's the creaminess. Oh. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Wow, that actually is really good. All right, let's try one more. One more. We've got together at one time. Here we go. Guys, this is I don't know if this is it's not going to be like a viral thing. It's just mixing trips, but the guacamole chip and the all-dressed chip, banging. Let's keep going in. One more time. The salt, the vinegar, the barbecue, the sour cream, and you're getting a little of the corn action in there as well. Wow. That's a straight 10. That's a straight 10. And you get the tastiness on the fingertips. Wow. When I make a sandwich, I'm going to be putting that version of those chips together. That is really good. Hey, well, if you turn the guacamole Doritos into a dip, there you go. Wow. Very tasty, guys. Very tasty. These are just okay for what they are, but the missing component of the sour cream that this is supposed to have gets replaced instantly once you actually pair them up together. So, guys, if you see this combo in the stores, and right now at local Vons stores here in Southern California, you can actually pick both of these up for $1.99 each if you buy one more bag. That's actually a pretty good deal. And then put these two together, I think you will definitely dig it. It is really a pretty tasty situation. That was really tasty. I am very impressed with those two. Wow, really good. And I know my sister's watching right now. I am not bringing these over. These are mine, but I'll bring you some to try if you want to try them. That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad at all. So very, very tasty on that. All right, guys. Wow, it's already 8:48 already. This is getting crazy over here. Well, like we talked about last week, let me get into. I'm still waiting on that replacement Mantenna from He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, the cartoon collection. It's still in really pretty bad shape. So it's supposed to be delivered today for free, but it never made it. So we're going to take a look at Ram Man, the heroic human battering ram. And he is definitely a cartoon-esque version of this character from way back in the day. The original one was like one all big connected character with no movable parts except just his head that would jump forward that you spring load down and then it pops up. But this one is fully articulated. You can kind of see the legs right there. They bend at the knees. His arms are separated. You can actually flex them out. And he looks a little bit more cartoony, as you can tell there. So very slick in terms of what this character is. Obviously, he is a core character, one of the main. And this version of him was last seen in the house of Shikoto. Is that Shikoti? Shikoti, I guess. Basically, he's going at it here, and looks like some tentacle thing is coming down to try and grab him. I'm not sure where this is taking place, but it includes the Shikoti idol. I guess that's what's actually on the very top, as you can see on the door of this castle or something that's coming down right over there. So they couldn't give him his axe that he typically comes with. They wanted to give him something from the cartoon show, but you can twist him in powerful battle positions, but he's no longer spring-loaded in there as well, too, there. So I'm hoping to show you Mantenna next here. I mean, I do have him. He's just damaged. And I kind of want to show him to you there once he's kind of all put together as well. So once that happens, we'll be able to kind of get that going there. But not bad for what that is there, guys, for the character itself there. I do definitely dig Rangman. He's pretty cool. He really is. Yes, Mitch, I think so too. Rangman, he is cool. Can't wait to see who's going to be playing him in the movie coming out next summer. It's going to be pretty awesome with that too. Randy, Lay's all dressed as a vinegar, tangy, zesty of flavored potato chip. Ever tried in the store shelves? Nice, 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 nice. And it goes even more amazing with some artificially flavored guacamole chips from Doritos. Because that's the only way to get the sour cream in effect for it there. So absolutely, the sour cream is where it's at. You need that with it. You really do. You really do. Wow. I am like super ready for that Coke Zero right after this stream, guys. I am very much, the saltiness is off the chart just with the stuff that I've had there. Well, I hope you guys are going to be having an amazing weekend because like I said, outside of Mother's Day on Sunday, whatever you guys are going to be up to tomorrow, hopefully it's going to be nice weather-wise where you're at as well. I'm going to be doing a few things tomorrow. I have some cousins who are going to a concert at the Rose Bowl, so I'm going to be dropping them off there. My nephew, or I should say, yeah, my nephew, my little pup Jackson. I'm going to be taking care of him for a little while tomorrow, and I've got a couple of errands I got to run in the afternoon. So I've got some things to do, and it's going to be well into the 80s plus, 90s probably tomorrow on top of that. And then Sunday is Mother's Day, so we have a family thing that we're going to be doing. So there's going to be a lot of things there to take care of and do. Scott Messerschmidt, what's going on? Nice cool shirt with R2D2. Yes, it's one of my favorites. Absolutely. I love this one. I review once in a while. I wear this one too. Andrew, I love Coke and Coke Zero. Absolutely. Classic flavors though, but you got to do the Mexican Cokes. Those are like the best ones there. Right now they raised the prices on them naturally. Costco, you can get I think a case of like 12 or 24. They're like in the $30 range now or something like that. So they're kind of pricey, but they're worth it because that's the real deal for sure. Let's see, Carlos, no worries about Gabby's Dollhouse. It's all good. I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff. Speaking of which, September 6th, I think that's the day that the last Conjuring movie comes out. I think if you guys have seen the trailer to that, Conjuring Last Rites, that's going to be pretty awesome looking. I think they're going to go out with a bang on that one there. That's the final one in the series that they're going to do. I think it's going to be pretty awesome as well. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen there. They say it's the last one, but who knows, right? There are so many cases that they've done that they can make movies of, and that franchise is just crazy. So I'm excited to see that. But The Last Rites, I believe, comes out around that time. That's actually a week before my birthday, which is crazy to think that time is just, again, it's just jumping forward. It's fast. It's fast. Andrew, I don't feel comfortable drinking Mexican Coke since I'm not Hispanic. Come on, Drew. That's the best way to have them. You got to get a taco truck where they have like that a little ice chest area that's opened up. It's like the shelving that's opened up, and they have all the bottles that are inside the crushed powdered ice that's in there as well. That's the best. That is absolutely the best with it. So some really really good stuff. Very excited to get into some of the authentic versions of Coke. Whenever I go up to Tacos Ensenada, which is up in the Sierra Madre area, I drove through the area there, and fortunately nothing was affected fire-wise there. They actually have a spot over there that you can they sell them naturally when you get your stuff. The only thing is that they're like in the $3 range because obviously it's the prices being what they are. But I'm excited for checking out anything whenever there's a bottle of Coke around. That's the only time I splurge and get that to do that as well too there. What it be, what it do, Sabres fan? Great to see you. Thanks so much for jumping on. It's been a minute. Great to see you there. One of my day ones practically right there from back in the day. I appreciate you guys greatly there. Thank you so much for jumping on, man. I hope everything is good with you. And you're now immortalized here in the chat as well too there. So guys, I haven't decided when I'm going to be putting this out. Like I said, it's either going to be Sunday or Monday, most likely on Monday. And I may take that as like an off day, or depending upon if there's any new releases that may push up my schedule, because a lot of my stuff is already done that I have for the next few days. But we'll have to see, what happens there with that as well. So I don't know. We'll have to see what goes on there with that. But at the very least, you will have the stream replay available on Sunday. But if you don't, there'll be something taking its place on, obviously, for Monday. It'll be out 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Is when you see all the new content there. So you'll have brand new content coming tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you'll also have it on Sunday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then Monday, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So a lot of good stuff that's in there too. So guys, let me take a quick moment to thank each and every one of you for jumping on tonight. Thank you so much for jumping on, guys, and spending a little bit of time with me while I'm doing my thing, checking out what turned out to be kind of a real surprise here. I thought it was going to be as the main review of just the Doritos Guacamole, but it turns out it was an all-dress situation with a little bit of Doritos Guacamole for added effect. And I gotta say, I really like the combination of these two together. They were really very, very well done. And like I said, if you can get them for a deal, $1.99 a bag is not bad at all. So let me wish a very happy Mother's Day to all the current moms, all the would-be moms, and all the kids of the moms. Which is all of you guys watching right now. Let your moms know that Ian K said what's up. I know you're probably not going to do that, but just so know that my heart's in the right place. I wish you guys a very happy and healthy weekend, and a very happy Mother's Day as well too. And again, more fun stuff to look forward to. Definitely take a look at Andor Season 2 if you guys are into that. It really is a very awesome show. The second season is just very well done. And I got to tell you, it's awesome to be able to see how it's all kind of coming together and connecting right into what will be Rogue One, the very beginning of that there naturally. And for those of you who don't know, that was the story. Obviously, it's available on Disney Plus right now, of how the Death Star plans were stolen and gotten into the hands of the rebels. So that way, all the Star Wars stuff that we know and love was able to kind of continue on. So they've kind of really good story with how they did that. Really, really very, very cool there. So good times. Carlos, best chips review ever. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Krabby Granny, I appreciate you jumping on there as well. And cooking videos, definitely, whatever you decide to cook, no matter what it may be, just film it and see how it goes. You never know. Don't put too much thought into it. Just have a good time while you're doing it. That's the goal, is to have a good time. So guys, I appreciate all the peeps here. Sean Selleck, 2006, I know that you jumped in with a super chat. I appreciate you for jumping on. Anyone who may have done anything offhand, if it's to PayPal or any of the other ways there as well, just know that it is greatly appreciated, because guys, like I said, it's getting very difficult to try and do what we have to do as creators at the same time. There's no such thing as really high-end YouTube money unless you're really doing it high-end, in terms of just, moving it along that way. And considering how long we've all been on the platform, it kind of is what it is. We're all trying to do what we can right now and deliver that content on the daily, but it does come at a price, obviously, we all know. So shout outs to all the peeps here in the stream. Good night to you, Carlos Cardenas, as well. Michael Domer, you stay frosty. I'm going to try. It's dropped to 49 in Detroit. Nice, nice. I'm going to be begging for that already, because I wish it was at least that right now. I feel like I am shining up like crazy right now. It's been a long day. So good times ahead. I've got a Coke Zero with my name on it, and you guys definitely have some fun content coming your way tomorrow, as well as for the rest of this weekend into the this coming week, and a lot of good stuff as we get further in. Already in pre-production on a few other things that you're going to see that I'm aware of already. There's a lot going on, so just know that my heart's always in the right place for you guys. I do what I can, and I appreciate you guys doing what you can as well too there. And let's just all be good to each other and do well, and keep everything moving along. That's all we can do. So keep moving it forward. Stay frosty as always. And with that, let me jump on over here. I'll be here in the chat until the screen times out, or the stream times out over here. And also shout outs to all the peeps on Facebook who may be watching right now as well too. I appreciate you jumping on always. The replay will be available to you guys as well too there tomorrow. Take a look on facebook.com. You'll find all that goodies. If not immediately right after, I'll try and see, maybe shoot it on right after for you as well. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thanks so much. And with that, happy Mother's Day to everybody one more time. It's your boy Ian K closing out the live stream for Friday, May 9th, Mother's Day weekend eve, so to speak. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So while you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon, in the meantime, stay frosty. And with that, peace. I'm out.